What's up, guys? Welcome back to Simply FPL. Sunday night, game week 9 is not yet finished. Liverpool game's about to kick off, but this video is coming up early because all of my players have played. So, in fact, all of my players have played by about 4 o'clock this afternoon. So, there's no reason to delay this. I thought I may as well get it filmed and then go down and watch the Liverpool game. So, yeah, let's just get kicked straight into it and see how I did. There's the team. So first of all, as most of you who watched the last video will know, I took 8 points in hits. I brought in Kevin De Bruyne, Cancelo, and Fernandes. Fernandes being the captain. And yeah, I thought I'd definitely have a look, see how I would have done if I didn't make the subs. So if I didn't make any subs whatsoever, or just made the one sub, my one free transfer, I'd have finished on 66 points and I'd still have Pedence to play. And as you can see, I finished on 71 minus the 8. So I'm actually at least 3 points worse off. Now, look, that's just unlucky, first of all. Now, I think on another day, some of these players could have got like an extra 10, 15 points easily. It's just been one of those weeks. So, look, I'm happy enough that that I'm going to finish the week on 71 points. I've actually gained ground, which is quite good, and I think my team's nicely set up now for the next 3 to 4 weeks. So, look, the 8-point hit maybe wasn't the optimal play. I didn't think that at the time. It was definitely very risky. But I'm happy enough with kind of how I've got on. So, overall rank at the moment, 579,000. So, I'd say after the Liverpool game and the 2 games tomorrow, probably be about 750,000. Looking at live FPL, it looks like the average amount of players played is 10 out of 12. So 12 being the captain as well. So the average team has 2 players to play basically. So yeah, I should have about a 250,000 point rise or 1,000 rank rise by the end of this week, which again, be fairly chuffed with. It looked like quite a tricky week. So getting into the individual performances then. So first of all, we got off to a great start with Newcastle Chelsea. Chelsea, 2 clean sheets. Since I've doubled up on the Chelsea defenders 4 game weeks ago, I'm just getting returns every week. Chilwell's had a return every week, I think, since he's started playing for Chelsea. And to be honest, it was a very easy game for Chelsea. Newcastle didn't have that many threats. Now, obviously, they hit the bar actually late on. It's quite a speculative effort by I forget the lad's name, but anyway, he pinged the bar. So that was the closest they came. And Chilwell almost got a goal. So on the first, when that first goal went in, I just seen him running away and thought, oh my God, he's banged again. But obviously on the replay, it was clearly an own goal by Fernandes. So one concern, I think, for James owners like myself, he's looking quite good defensively, but I don't know if anyone else is noticing this, but the last few games, he's not putting in too many crosses. So the ball gets played out to him and he just plays like a 5-yard pass back to like Ziyech, who then runs with it. So I'll keep an eye on that. It's not, again, I'm not going to be changing these defenders anytime soon, but it might be worth considering if you definitely want to keep an eye on that, because if he's not putting in too many crosses, if Chelsea's clean sheets start drying up, he might find himself getting a bit of a drought. So yeah, he wasn't as attacking against Newcastle, which is something I noticed. So I don't know if anyone else kind of picked up on that. Got 3 bonus points between the 2 lads, which again for a 2-0 win, you're fairly chuffed with that. Settles nicely into the Villa-Brighton game. Now Villa were terrible. I'd say the amount of people that had Grealish captain, there must have been some sickness out there, because first of all, like I stopped paying attention to the game after 10 minutes. Barkley was off after 5, clean sheet gone after 10, so it was all downhill from there. So yeah, it was fairly bad for my team. I only got 2 points from those 2 players. Not much more to say there. I think it's games like that make you glad you didn't treble up on Villa. I think I seen a stat, Jack Grealish, like 70% of his points or something crazy have come in just 2 of the games. So again, inconsistency. You could really tell that they missed Barkley when he went off. McGinn there by himself in midfield it wasn't enough. So yeah, another good sign for my team was when Lamptey got sent off at the end. I think he's owned by about 20% of active teams. So it's always nice when they all get a -1. Moving into Spurs City, so probably the most excited I've been about a game fantasy football wise all season. I had almost £40 million worth of players in that game between the four lads, and obviously my -8 that I took was on two of the City guys. So yeah, where to begin on this? First of all, what a game! Like the fact it finished 2-0 is amazing. I thought after about 15 minutes there would have been 5 or 6 goals. Spurs played very well on the counter. I think everyone will agree. Son showing how deadly he can be. He just needs that one chance and ping, it's in the net. And I think that's probably a reminder to a lot of fantasy football teams that it doesn't matter who he plays. Like, he's always going to be a threat. And for 9.5 million or whatever he's currently at, maybe he's worth keeping. Kane may be another discussion. I think the fact he's a bit more expensive, and obviously when he scores he only gets 4 points instead of 5, doesn't get that extra bonus with the clean sheet. If I was going to get rid of one player, it'd be Kane, and I personally would keep Son. Now, the City lads. So, look, I don't think 3 points tells the story of the game for my two City lads. First of all, Cancelo, he created 4 chances. He was through on goal once from a Kevin De Bruyne through ball. Cancelo was the one that was running onto it. And if he pings that in, I think his ownership would have skyrocketed. So, look, he only got 1 point because obviously they conceded 2 and they didn't score a goal. But I'm very happy owning Cancelo. I'll be shocked if he loses his spot to Mendy. He's like if you look Pep Guardiola player up in the dictionary, his face is going to appear. He's so direct. He's always up trying to get goals. He's quick, moves the ball fast. Again, I got 1 point, but I'm still happy enough with the fact I put him in my team. And Kevin De Bruyne, what did he have? 6 shots in total. Very unlucky not to score. He pinged one, and Jesus was in the way, or Jesus. So if it wasn't for Jesus's block, he'd have scored a goal. So look, the two of them got 3 points, but look, I'm not going to complain. I think a lot of people are going to see that they got 3 points, see City lost, and avoid getting the City players, which to me is mental. I think you need at least 2 City players for their run. But sure, we can talk about that more on another video. Moving into United West Brom. This was a big game for me. Obviously, I took the 4 point hit to put Fernandes in. I was going to do Calvert-Lewin as captain until I put Fernandes in. So Fernandes getting 11 points, it kind of made me think that, look, it was potentially worthwhile what I did. A lot of people are complaining because, like, it was obviously the penalty was retaken right after West Brom somehow had their penalty overturned. But at the end of the day, like, Fernandes was brilliant. He could have had on another day, he could easily have got 20 points. How many chances did he create? Cavani looked terrible. Rashford missed at least one of his potential assists. I think Fernandes for me is going to sit in my team for at least 3 games when I'll probably bring Salah back in. But other than that, there wasn't too many bright sparks on that game. So yeah, Fernandes 22 points with me captaincy armband. Very happy with that. So moving on to today. So my team Everton against Fulham. Fulham, like, they're so bad, first of all. Like, I don't see how they don't get relegated. If they don't get relegated, it's because there was somehow 3 worse teams, which is possible. But I just don't see how Fulham get over 30 points this year. Now, Everton were hanging on at the end. There was that spell of 25 minutes where Fulham looked really, really good. They scored the goal. They missed the penalty. And Everton kind of whimpered over the line to get the 3 points. But like, I just don't think 3-2 kind of tells the story of how bad Fulham are. Like, Everton aren't amazing. So yeah, that's Fulham. But on to Everton. So Calvert-Lewin, first of all, 13 points after bonus, got himself 2 more goals. I don't understand how he's not in every single FPL team. Of active teams, he's in 71%. So he's the most owned player in active teams. But again, for me, I've been saying it for a couple of months now, or since the season began. He's never going to leave my team, I don't think. I just don't see how I'm going to take him out. He should be finishing on 20 goals easily. He scored the same amount of Premier League goals this season as Man City. He scored 1 more than Wolves. So yeah, what's he at? 7.8 million. Still think he's a bargain. Like, he's a £9.5 million striker easily. So yeah, he's not leaving my team. James Rodriguez, if you have him and you watch the game, you'll be so frustrated. He's like the quintessential assist for the assister. Every time he gets the ball, he looks to play it out to Luca Digne. Luca Digne then got 2 assists from that as well. So look, James Rodriguez gets 2 points. He walks around the pitch, not looking like he's doing much, but on another day, he had a shot saved on top corner. It was a really good save by Fulham's keeper. So again, on another day, maybe he gets 10 or more points. Personally think I'm going to get rid of him in the next couple of weeks. I think once Everton's fixtures turn, I don't want to have two of their players. So I think I could replace him with someone like Jota. So yeah, he's not going to be in my team long. It's not because I don't think he's potentially a good asset. I just think I'm a bit overexposed with Everton at the moment. Sheffield United, West Ham. So all my players have played at this point. I've got Kufal on the bench. I'm kind of just hoping that Sheffield United score a goal just so I don't feel too bad about putting Cancelo in at like 10:58. Kept a clean sheet, unfortunately for me. Sheffield United look terrible. If you've ever got players playing against Sheffield United, you probably want them on the pitch, not on the bench. So that could be a lesson learned that obviously I wasn't going with. So yeah, that was pretty much all of my players. Leeds Arsenal game was perfect for me. Dodged the Bamford bullet. He obviously hit the woodwork and potentially could have scored a goal. But look, if you don't own Bamford, you just do anything just to not have him score. So we'll take a 0-0. We don't mind people getting clean sheets from the Arsenal Leeds players. So yeah, that's kind of where we are today. Happy enough with that. Really sets me up nicely for next week. Now, for those of you who see my video on Friday, and I think it was the most commented video I've ever put up. I think there was about 150 comments. So fair play, lads, for getting involved. And I read every single comment, responded to most of them. And it really helped me make my decision. So I went for the 3 subs. And I'm starting to reconsider next week's subs. I was considering doing 3 more subs and taking another -8 with the view of, look, I'll be set for the next 7 or 8 game weeks. I'm now thinking that's not the best option. First of all, I'm not even sure Sterling's going to, there's no guarantee he's going to get 90 minutes there next week. So I don't want to take a -8, get rid of Son, who will definitely get 90 minutes and completely mess things up for myself. So probably not going to do that. I have had a look, though, and one thing I noticed was Fulham's next 3 fixtures. Their next 3 fixtures are up here: Leicester, Man City, Liverpool. And to be honest, I'm thinking of playing Chase, the captain armband, against Fulham. So look, this is what I'm now considering doing over the next 3 game weeks. So this week, get rid of Harry Kane, put in Jamie Vardy, captain Vardy against Fulham. Don't make a sub the week after, captain Kevin De Bruyne against Fulham. And then the week after that, take Fernandes and Rodriguez out for Jota and Salah, and captain Salah against Fulham. So I'm really liking that plan. I've spent maybe 10 minutes thinking about that one today, and I just think it's all of a sudden a no-brainer for me. So do let me know what you think about that, because I'm strongly considering going for that. I think I'm really excited about having 3 captains against Fulham back to back to back. So yeah, I think Jamie Vardy might come in. He's got 5 fixtures that are quite nice after this one. So yeah, we could be having a party with Jamie Vardy. So that's what the next 3 weeks are going to look like for me. And obviously that means I'm taking no more hits. So look, back to sanity town. No more throwing away points. So that's it. Sunday night, Liverpool game has kicked off, and I'm going to go down and watch the rest of it. So let me know how your week's been. I always like seeing everyone commenting their points and where they are. So do lob it in the comments. And if you've watched to this point, you may as well hit the subscribe button. I mean, it's been 13 minutes. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you again for the team reveal in a couple of days.